Before we begin this episode, a quick message to the CHC audience.
We would like to invite you to check out another podcast that we enjoy.
A Non-Mom Happy Hour is the podcast that celebrates real-ass human women, whether they use their baby box or not. Hosted by Kelly Nerdzilla Mendenhall and Debbie Jo Nelson, a Non-Mom Happy Hour is a safe space to talk about mental health, trauma, disordered eating, surviving, and self-care. We talk about it all while laughing as much as possible, because if you don't laugh, you'll cry. Each week is a new episode, and every other week we interview badass women from around the U.S. and the world. If you like to laugh, feel like you've never quite fit into most lady groups or podcasts because you're not a mom, or are a mom who needs a break from momming for an hour, you should come hang out with us. A Non-Mom Happy Hour, bringing healing through laughter and community. Streaming basically everywhere you could possibly want to find us. Remember, always be a real-ass human. To check out the podcast, visit anonmomhappyhour.com.
Let you in on an aspect of the world that you're not normally accustomed to.
I could have been a totally different person.
Yeah, right now.
Since 12 hours ago.
Could have been wearing a business suit today. Who knows?
With a fanny pack.
With a fanny pack. Just classing up the joint.
That's a fantastic idea.
It's the only kind of ideas I have, sir.
It's Corner House Chronicles Day.
It's just different enough.
And here's the kicker, boss. They're all the same personality.
They're assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just 1.5 million asshole penguins.
Best part.
I'm going to try and pace it out, so just as you forget about me, I'll just pop in and remind you.
Yeah.
Hello once again, everybody. I'm John.
I'm Jason.
And with us tonight on the Corner House Chronicles is a female takeover.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, we've had two of you on the show before.
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
Jess, Jeannie, welcome back.
Thank you.
And welcome to Brittney.
Hi.
Hey. Welcome to the show. It's going to be fun. We're outnumbered here for the first time. It's going to be exciting.
It's true.
Let's see what happens.
Are you intimidated?
A little bit.
At all?
A little bit.
Good. I'd be scared.
The intimidation goes away when I play with the new mic stand, though.
Yeah, it really does.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It's pretty exciting. And the new table, thank you.
Yeah.
We
You're
appreciate
very
the hookup on the new table. It's
No
way
problem.
better.
Classing up the joint.
There are chairs, though, I failed to mention, if you want chairs.
Are they comfy chairs?
They're wood. Like,
So that's a no?
I
So
mean,
no
you could
cushion.
get cushions.
We could.
Are they on wheels?
Ooh.
No.
Ooh.
No wheelies.
Deal breaker.
That is
Maybe.
A deal breaker.
You could you put wheels on them? I mean, that would
it's
probably
nicer
put you
if
up a
they
little
just,
higher.
show up.
That's okay now.
I think we're tall enough.
Well,
I could probably MacGyver some shit together with
Oh,
the
yeah.
wheels. Yeah.
I'll take a picture of one and send it to you, and then see if you want it.
What are they about the size of these?
I would imagine so.
Okay.
I like that they're your chairs, and you're like, oh, I guess.
I'm intrigued.
Well,
They're
they're
chairs.
in my basement. I don't use them that often.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
the ones in my kitchen now, those are on wheels.
Those are pretty nice.
I'm just going to keep touching it
Oh,
and
yeah.
making all kinds of noise. I
great.
can't
Yeah,
help it. Mm-hmm. It's there, folks. So when you hear it, that's just us being excited. We're moving on up like the Jeffersons over here.
To the east side.
Uh-huh. So for tonight's episode, I want to start with our homework assignment.
It's a good place to start.
I'm going to go ahead and get mine out of the way first because I don't have it. My dog ate it. In my defense, we got new phones this week, and I haven't had a chance to get on and,
Yeah.
remember my password for Reddit.
Uh-huh.
So I couldn't find anything. And
'Cause
even the
yeah.
text that was sent about the story from Reddit, when I clicked on it, I had to log in first before I could see it. I don't remember.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a way you can just go on Reddit even if you don't have an account, but it's easier to find shit if you have an account.
Right. There was a level of laziness to it, too.
That's acceptable.
Coming off the holidays. And
Yeah,
my brain was a little fried because the hair was in braids for a couple of days. So
that will do it.
Mhm.
Soon to be straightened.
Soon to be straightened. Yes, we're going to straighten the hair out this week.
We'll
Yes.
get to that
Haven't started to see
topic
that.
shortly.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'll save my questions then.
You
Okay,
should.
yeah. Hopefully I got some answers.
But you did bring a story though, didn't you?
I did. On New Year's Eve, I was hanging out with the family there, and Luke clued me in on this cool new trend. I don't know how new it is, to be honest with you, but it's new to me. Adults, and children are playing with remote-controlled construction equipment.
Yes. I've watched many videos
saw
of that
that
over
video,
there.
yeah.
Their
I've
house.
Never seen any before.
It's pretty cool.
We must live in a bubble because I had no idea this was going on.
Pop.
But I'm in. I'm sold. I'm buying one.
And apparently there's like teams and competitions
Oh yeah,
and shit.
they build actual mini cities. It's amazing.
Yeah, the one I was watching, they built an airport.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
I'm gonna have to check this out.
Yeah.
His wife got him one.
3.
Oh, was it 3 of
There's
them?
3 of them.
I
He's
seen
got
a video he posted today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of
Dog food.
the excavator.
excavator, like reaching down with the bucket, getting a fucking bucket full of dog food.
Yep.
Lifting up, turning, going over the bowl and dropping it in. The dog's just like, more? Come, you done yet? I want to eat.
He's like standing back and looking at it. Like,
You
what's
know,
going on here?
Come on.
But I'm going to start with a dump truck.
Dump
Yeah.
truck, that's solid.
Just,
Yeah.
get the hang of it, driving
Right.
around, making my dumps.
See, I don't think it's
He's
gonna
gonna be like,
last
babe, I
long
just
that
dumped
way.
all over the carpet.
Yeah.
It'll get wore
You're
out real
gonna
fast.
want something to dig and
Yeah.
put into your
Eventually,
dump
At
but-
truck
least 2, yeah.
first.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
as the icebreaker, he wants the dump truck.
That's
I
what
mean,
I'm
because you're
saying,
going to
it
need
won't
it.
last long.
No,
Because
no,
you're
no,
just going to
no.
be dumping everywhere.
But
Days
you're going to
later,
get so
all right,
annoyed with
now.
all the dump truck jokes. Like, babe, listen, I'm backing that thing up. You're like, that's great. Or it might switch, and you might be the one making those jokes.
Oh.
I guess we'll see.
We will see. Or at least we'll hear about it.
Well, I just want to have a role on the team when everybody starts buying up
Yeah.
construction equipment and we all do this together.
That's
I'll,
why you
I'll
start
be
the
the dump
team.
truck
That would,
guy.
that would
Build
be
an
pretty cool.
empire.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say Luke's probably going to start the team because he's the one that introduced me.
All right, that's
so
fair.
I'll make him in charge.
I did mention to John that we should tell Dad about this.
Oh, yeah. He'd love it.
Yeah, because he actually drove all the big equipment
Okay.
a good portion of his
Yeah.
life.
Well,
He
seniority
loved-
rules. If he wants a dump truck, I'll pick something else.
Oh, no, he'll pick a
No.
different toy, probably.
will.
Bulldozer.
You know, he'll pick like a backhoe or something.
Yeah. Side note, Molly asked him the other day, she was like, Grandpa, do you have Snapchat? And I about lost my shit. He was like, what? She was like, oh, you can do this and that. And she's showing him, and he's like, oh, why do you want to do all that? I'm like, well,
Yeah, but this is the guy who used to like, oh, why are you always on your damn phone? And then he got a phone, and he's always on his damn phone
but
now.
I didn't confirm if he downloaded it or not.
I can ask him. I'll look into this. Do you have a Snapchat? You can just look him up.
I could.
First name.
First name, last name.
I could do that.
Unless he started under an alias or something.
No, he's got two names that he would use.
But does he have a Bitmoji?
I
Probably
don't believe
not.
that he does. I'll mention it to,
He needs to make one.
yeah.
Take a picture of the look you get when you say it to him.
Set up a camera and record that.
So that's pretty exciting. We're going to get some construction equipment. I'm in. I got a new hobby for the summer.
I'll look into this.
By the time KOA weekend rolls
Oh,
around,
wouldn't that be cool?
Sandcastle contest. Watch out.
be sweet if we got that one again. Yeah.
Yes.
Then we'd have to get the win. Like we roll in a construction crew and build
Get
our
those
People
sandcastle.
just stop like,
Get those miniature yellow or orange cones. Put them all around.
Just line them down our part of the
Have
beach
the
right
kids
there.
with the little fucking bright
vest?
yellow vests.
Right.
Just little flags. That could be fun.
Only if I can write "Viva la France" on them.
I got one in the back of my car if you want it.
Yes. I almost bought one at Tractor Supply. What? I was gonna buy one. They were
the
$15.
yeah. Jeannie just shot a
Yeah,
look
man.
across that table. Oh my!
I was unaware of that.
You were like, I was there. What the fuck?
I was
You
there.
know,
This is
I
why I
didn't.
don't let him wander.
right?
Jeannie, can I get this? I told you one thing.
Balling on a budget.
Hey,
So for your homework assignment,
I had Florida people doing Florida things.
yes.
So this one, I brought 3 stories with me, just in case, because I like to overdo things.
right?
You're
This
not getting extra credit, just so you know.
I don't go for the extra credits because this one isn't really about people. I mean, people are a part of the story, but they're not the main focus.
Okay.
And this has potential to be the end of humanity, which is lovely.
Yeah. Not lovely, but exciting.
It is exciting.
Intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
So the title is called Wild Monkeys with Herpes in Central Florida.
Oh, stop.
Exactly.
No. We're gonna keep going.
Yeah, there's more to this, but
so many
scrolling through
questions.
trying to find stories about Florida people doing Florida things, I went, oh look, a winner, because that's a hard headline to beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have questions. I see it all over your
like,
face.
which one do I want to lead with?
Well, let me go over some of the details,
Good
and then
idea.
we'll go with the questions after.
Fair enough.
So, a troop of macaque monkeys. Yeah. MACAQUES for those giggling out there in Radio Land
Or giggling here.
or in studio.
Did you have to Google how to say that?
Yeah, I did. I sure did. Right before you ladies came in. I was like, John, am I
My,
saying that
my
right?
mom was in the room.
He's like,
and
I don't want to say cock.
Yeah. I was like, macaque. Everett starts giggling. What?
Oh, shit.
So there was a troop introduced in the 1930s to a long. Sorry, this is gonna be tough now. To a long since closed attraction, like a little mini park. This little island is now kind of like a federal forest protected land. People are not allowed there, mainly because there's 200 monkeys that have herpes. More giggles that inhabit this island.
More questions.
More questions.
Yeah.
So, some of the scientists in the area and from local universities are worried because if this monkey bites you, and it has a form of hepatitis B, you will die. There's no.
And you get the herp?
You die from the herp like
Ugh.
that.
it's the killer herp.
It's the killer herp.
The monkey killer herp.
Yeah, the monkeys are fine. They're living all fine and dandy with this.
They're just
hepatitis B.
plotting it.
But
getting
if
ready.
they,
Because they're in their own cesspool.
they're in their area,
Yeah.
but they can get out of their area.
Oh yeah, see, here's where it gets really good.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. But the form of hepatitis B that they carry is deadly to humans. There has been no confirmed death by this monkey
Yet.
hepatitis, but there's potential.
Oh, wow.
Because they fear by 2022, the troop will at least double to around 400.
Jeez.
And it's only going to keep going and going because they're just left to their own devices. And eventually,
On an island.
On an island, a small island. And eventually they're going to run out of room, so their area of influence will have to expand.
Don't they not like water, though?
Not really, but I mean, to find food and other stuff, they will explore. Like,
The herp's a powerful thing.
I'll tell you what. Pitter
Let's see.
patter.
a professor from the University of Florida said people should not approach these animals ever, because clearly people
That's a
would want to.
given. Yeah.
It is now
Right.
illegal to feed them.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
We want them to
if
die?
you get to the island.
If you get to the island. But some of them have made it out. Right now, they estimate the troop to be around 200. And they say by 2022, it should be around 400 or higher.
Just ban the island.
They have banned the island.
Bomb it.
Yeah, I was going to say light it on fire.
Yeah, burn it with fire.
Just burn the whole thing down.
Everything
it.
burns.
Quarantine it, burn
Mhm.
So right now, from what this professor is suggesting, there's only really two ways to deal with them. One is to go in and sterilize the whole troop, so that way they can't reproduce. But you still have around 200 monkeys that are still infected with a deadly form of hepatitis.
But they don't want anybody on the island. So,
Yeah. Yeah, and they said they don't like that option because it's going to be very expensive and very dangerous for the people
Right.
that have to go in. And
who's going to volunteer for that?
I don't know,
No.
not me.
No.
I'm not going to Hep Island.
No.
Mm-mm.
I don't like those odds.
The other option is to go in, sedate them, and try to remove them from the area.
Bring them to the mainland.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great idea.
pretty
That's
much
solution B.
I've seen the movie Outbreak. I know how this works.
Yeah.
Nowhere in there does it say kill them, because really,
That would
It's
seem
not
the
like-
only
They want to
option.
discover
I
too
don't
much.
believe they're an endangered species. I'm not sure if they are or
Should
not.
be.
Yeah.
But they're not not native born here. There's not really the correct setup for them, right? If they're going through like neighborhoods, rooting through trash, like kids from University of Florida have seen them crawling on the roof, like going by the window during a class. He's like, "Oh shit, there's one of the hep monkeys."
Oh, no.
Imagine teaching your kids about the hep monkey.
All right.
It's like, all right, you're going to spring break down in Florida. This
Yeah.
is it. Stay away from this little island.
Don't touch the monkeys.
It's that video that I sent you of that island of man-monkey things.
Man, monkey things. What?
Yeah, you sent me the video too, but I
Yeah.
didn't watch it.
I probably didn't
So
watch it either.
this is not the same troop of...
Was it
animals.
about a troop of like?
I
hepatitis
don't
B
remember
carrying
reading
monkeys in
anything about the
Central Florida?
herp, but
It's Silver Springs State Park in Florida. But See, my immediate thoughts are like, I've seen The Walking Dead and other zombie movies.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those movies, you happen to get a virus from a primate. So potentially this could be the beginning of the zombie outbreak. What if that hepatitis B mutates into something crazy, and boom, zombie apocalypse?
Well, if it's passed to you from a monkey biting you, how would you pass it to other humans?
Bite them,
What would make you bite people?
The virus.
Turning into a zombie.
scratching them. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There's, if you're
Sharing
infected
any
with
kind
it,
of DNA,
yeah.
same way you pass it
Saliva.
normally.
I mean, it could wipe out humanity altogether. Let's say they do go unchecked on their little friendly little island, and then they decide to take over Florida. There's international airports. That shit could spread quick.
And they swim.
And they swim.
The monkeys swim?
Yeah. I mean, how are they getting off the island if they're not
Adapt.
swimming?
Yeah.
I doubt they're building little rafts.
No.
Not yet.
Hey,
I
right.
mean, maybe like they caught a drone or something and held on, but
Yeah, that's true.
shit, they had to get off the island.
One way or another.
You
They
see them like
adapt.
floating down a river on the back of a crocodile.
hey, maybe.
Who knows?
Or what if a bird,
Yeah, I know.
caught a dead one, but it was just playing dead?
Like a possum.
Yeah. Like in
Shit.
mid-flight, he's like, "Now you got the herb sucker."
Surprise, bitch! You got the herpes. The bird's like, not again.
You just flick him off as he's walking away.
Yeah.
But that's kind of frightening. I mean,
Silver. Would you say Silver Springs?
Silver Springs State Park.
Okay. I know we know some people in Florida.
We do know some
Yes.
people in Florida.
We know some people on their way back from Florida too. So
Hopefully they didn't like, we found a monkey.
Isn't he cute? Shit.
We fed it and it came right up to us.
Oh, man.
You got the herp. Get out.
He likes to lick my face when I'm sleeping. It's weird.
hopefully the Florida people do the right thing in
And burn
this
it with
scenario.
fire.
Yeah, just sink the
Yeah, that
island.
wouldn't even be an option.
Well, they want to be very humanitarian
Yeah.
about it.
PETA.
They have
Yeah,
a thing
well,
with
let
everybody.
PETA hear
Hey.
this.
Florida
Just keep
people do
focusing
Florida
on the
things.
cows, okay?
And then one of that thing is like, we'll put snow fence up and then tell people not to look.
Do it on 4th of July. Light off some fireworks. You won't
Yeah.
know the difference.
Oh no, it's all burning.
At what point do humans start running tours to that island? Like it's part of Jurassic Park. The boat floats 100 yards offshore, and people are woo with their camera phones taking pictures of the monkeys, just spreading herp around everywhere. It's crazy.
Hepatitis Island. Live on Fox. I seen a small video of a gorilla. Like these people were floating down the river.
Oh, and he splashed
And
them?
he runs out, like kind of looks at him, like poses for a second, then just splashes water, runs off like he's a giggling child. Like, oh, they dared me to do it. But he had to be like, I don't know, maybe 25 feet away from the boat.
Yeah.
When he splashed, he's like, I'd be like, holy shit.
That's one animal I would never want to cross paths with.
No.
Ooh, a pissed off gorilla.
No,
Holy
thank you.
shit.
Have you ever seen, like on YouTube, like the researchers that go out there and try to like hang out with
Yeah.
the fucking troop of fucking gorillas?
Usually doesn't end well.
No, like the fucking silverback will like charge at him and just stop like a foot away and just puff up. And if you run or show any type of like flinch, he'll beat your ass. But if you stand your ground and like look at the ground, he'll just walk away like, yeah, that's right.
Wow.
But oh man,
I'm not taking that
gorillas
chance.
are
Nope.
ridiculously
Hell no.
strong
It's not
too.
Yeah.
worth it.
No. But that was my homework. Hepatitis B monkeys.
That's a good
I
one.
mean,
How did they get
Set the bar.
hepatitis?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
That's
How
a
did
very
they get
good
it?
Why are they
question.
all
What was
on
going
that
through my head?
island?
It was gross.
Oh,
I asked mine too. That's
way to
why
take
I
it there,
asked, though.
Brittany.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what
See,
it
I like-
sounds like.
I like
Who
to
did
form
that to those
questions, not
monkeys?
Yeah.
pictures.
And then that monkey was like, "Hey guys, I learned something new. Check this out."
Somebody was being inhumane.
Yeah.
Oh.
Something probably happened, and then the monkey was like, or they were like, we got to get rid of this monkey.
Or
There's
was
that
it
little island over there. Get on the boat,
Like scientific research gone wrong. They're like, oh shit, put them on this island.
Nobody goes there.
I don't know.
I need a proper pronunciation of a word.
It's macaque.
Immunologic? Who knows how to read?
Immunologic.
Here, pass that around.
Why don't you just
Spell it.
Shut the fuck up.
Ooh.
Mainly because I host a fucking podcast.
Immunologic. Oh.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
that's what I.
immunological or logic.
Immunologic.
Yeah, that's how I would say it. Immunologic.
That's how I
Do
said
you want
it.
to look?
Pretty
That's
sure.
not how you
Now
said it.
just sounds
Immunologic,
weird.
yeah.
Immunologic.
You just talk to your
I did
phone.
say
That's what I would say.
immunologic, but
You did it
I don't
for-
do
for
that.
a
Ever do
second.
the
A
talk
moon.
to text
You
or
said
like?
it.
Oh yeah.
I'm not
corrected.
Aaron does it, and then like all the messages you get are like hockey puck dance party Tuesday. You in? And you're like, I don't know the fuck you just said. He's
I'm
like,
not a hockey pucks.
yeah. He's like, I'm coming over Tuesday still, right? It's like, where the fuck did you get hockey puck? I do voice to text, and you fucking bank on that? Like,
I do. When I'm walking around the house, I do it.
I just-
And that's why a lot of my words get mixed up too.
and then
Kayla's
people that,
always asking, huh?
what the fuck are you doing? Yeah.
No, you'll be like blah blah blah, and I'm like, and then you're like, blah.
Yeah, I do it to her too.
Yeah. When
I
you
do
can
it
just
too,
like
though.
write out what you say, boom.
Yeah.
It's faster.
Wow,
Is
yeah.
it though? Because then you have to do it at least twice.
Sometimes.
Well, for Aaron, a lot of times, but
I'm
Well,
too
yeah.
much of a stickler. I have to type it out
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
punctuation.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, because it doesn't do punctuation. It just keeps going.
Well,
Yeah.
Aaron will. He'll be like blah blah blah, comma,
Unless
blah
you-
blah blah
yeah,
blah blah.
unless you say-
Period.
Unless
You know
you
why? 'Cause
say
I
the
told him it doesn't.
punctuation.
it doesn't.
No, I
Like question
don't.
mark.
I
I
know.
hear him do it. I'm like, how come he never does that with me? What the
He
hell?
keeps trying, hoping that there's going to be an update that allows it. But
Well,
anyway, that was my homework, and that's what I brought.
I have one question.
Oh, you probably have more than one question, but let's jump in it.
She was
Well,
sitting on
it's
it.
it's kind of deep, I guess. So
Is it
like,
kind of deep?
Yeah.
Is it worse
So-
than Brittney's? How did they get the herpes?
It was Jimmy too.
Who gave this gift to these people?
2 out of 3 ain't
Yeah.
Thought
bad.
it. I mean,
It's not like they got smallpox blankets.
So, if we're
Herpy
supposed
hats. There you go.
herpy hats. So, if we're technically descended from,
I like the air quotes you're making while
I
you're
know.
saying it.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. It
No,
is what
I
it
know
is.
exactly where she's going with that. I thought the same thing too.
If they're not immune to it,
Uh-huh.
why are we? Because we're so far evolved.
That would be a science question that I am not
Privy to?
certified to handle.
Well, what would be your opinion? No, I'm just kidding. I don't care.
Well, one, they were a large portion of them were born with a disease, possibly a genetic thing. Like we don't share exactly the same makeup, but we do.
Something we missed out on.
Yeah,
But he could be running around here immune to the herp.
there's some people
Thanks
that
a
are.
lot, monkeys.
It's I would say it's just a genetic disposition
Fair enough.
on our account. I don't know. Yeah, but to answer your question, I have no fucking idea exactly why. I would say it's a genetic based thing.
Fair enough.
Maybe it's something in the trees.
Could be. Could
You
be their
know?
diet.
Don't eat enough bananas or something.
I don't know how.
not enough potassium.
There you go.
Could be. Yeah.
I imagine they eat a lot of fish
Yeah, they're by
being
water.
on an island,
Yeah.
you know.
Unless those birds come by.
Or they're eating each other. I don't
Could be.
Speaking of how'd you get the herp? No, I'm just kidding.
Did the article say how far the island is off the mainland? Like the coast?
Well, it's not like out off the coast. It's like an inland island, if you will.
Oh.
So it's just like by a little lake.
Oh, so it's okay.
I can look it up real quick.
That doesn't make it quite as like spectacular of a swim. I
Yeah,
wonder.
like
I
an
wonder how
island.
big the body of water
That I
surrounding.
I'll look
you know,
up the silver.
if it's like a
Spring.
10-foot river, we're like, wow, come on.
He's going to Google it.
So it's like a moat
MapQuest.
around
MapQuest it.
Herp Island.
Even better.
I hear that's where you get the herpy hats.
Oh, the park is now closed.
Well, I would hope so.
Yeah, right.
Or is it closed because of the shutdown?
Yeah. Does it say
Probably
why
because of
it's
the
closed?
shutdown.
Is this when the monkeys get out because of the shutdown? They're like, oh,
coincidence.
son of a bitch.
So it's just east of Ocala.
That's where Data remembers from.
There's a small body of water. Actually, I'm not really seeing a fucking.
That's not too far.
There's the
from
Silver
where,
Spring River. I don't know if that's exactly where, but yeah, I'm not really. No, there's a bunch of lakes around it.
No, okay.
Marshall Swamp, Indian Lake Prairie.
I wonder if the alligators know better.
To get the hurt,
Yeah.
I would say like
don't
snakes
eat
and that.
the monkeys.
Well, it
Right,
could
just-
be a thing where they are not really affected by it.
Oh,
they're
they get the
reptiles?
gene, but we
Yeah,
don't.
Exactly.
Well, they're dinosaurs.
Sure.
They are dinosaurs. So are birds.
Maybe the alligators gave it to him. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Now it's
Plot
getting
twist.
weird.
Could be space herpes. We don't know.
Maybe something in the water.
It is Florida. I don't know.
How can you argue that?
We've heard some stories.
Yes, we have.
No, but maybe there's like something they eat on the island that maybe helps with that.
Impossible. The world may
So-
never know. We don't really want to like send researchers in there.
No, we want to send
You know?
fire.
We,
Blow
Yeah, I
them
just
up.
drone strike the son of a
Yeah.
bitch and sink
Why
it.
who wants to
Yeah.
make 50 grand? All right, go
Well, I
live
just
with
see
a
how
herpes
that's
infected.
not spread by like mosquitoes and stuff.
Yep.
Then
Could be.
Maybe they know better too. Don't go to that
but they
island.
don't. They're mosquitoes.
Yeah, they spread other things.
Yeah, but
too.
They
think
bite
about-
monkeys. They travel. They bite a person.
The monkeys, they pick the bugs off each other and eat them, so maybe they're just trapping mosquitoes and
Ooh.
eating them,
Maybe.
No.
you know.
But I mean, the mosquitoes could like travel and go infect other people and be like, "Oh man, you got hepatitis B from a fucking mosquito." But
Mhm.
maybe it was actually monkey hepatitis.
Wow.
Sounds funny.
Who knows? I mean, apparently we've not put that much research into it.
Somebody in Florida has to hear this, and they have to give us some kind of info.
If someone in Florida
from the
knows
ground.
about fucking Silver Spring State Park monkey problem
Yeah.
with the hepatitis B filled fucking macaques,
Keep us updated
Yeah.
on what's
yeah, we
going
are
on.
interested.
Hit us up on any level of social media, and please, a picture would be cool, you know.
Don't get too
you're,
close.
you're
though.
asking a dangerous question.
Well, hey, if
Send
they're
us
already
pictures
down
of
there.
macaque.
Yeah, I'm not telling a tourist to go.
Go there and go see the
Hey-o.
monkeys.
So,
Anyway,
woo! For homework next week, I spun a winner of the web again,
again,
which I think I already have the winner
already.
already. Yep.
All right.
And then you spun another Florida people
I did.
story.
So I got to top the
Monkeys.
The monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
You just set your own bar.
I did.
It shouldn't be too hard.
Florida produces some quality topics. I will
Yes.
say that.
They do.
I came prepared with 3 other stories, and each one, whereas not as interesting, but damn close.
Anybody got anything better to talk about?
I was gonna say,
Hit us with a story. Come on,
Hear them?
let's see what else you got. Just pick
So,
one.
There was a 52-year-old lady who brandished what the reporter was determining a toy gun. I think it was just like a replica.
I like how you did the air quote.
Yeah. They called it a toy, but
Dick.
all the people involved said it looked very real. Even the police said it looked real. She rolled up on a United States postal worker after walking up and down the street brandishing said toy gun and scaring the shit out of the locals. Walked up to the mailman, pointed it at him, and people are not sure exactly what she said, but the mailman jumped out of his truck, went to the back, pulled out a package, and handed it to her, then ran away. And she walked away. Police later found her on her escape vehicle, a tricycle. They flashed the lights. She pulled off into the grass, threw down the toy gun, put her hands behind her head, turned to them, and said, "I'm God."
Oh.
Wow.
Sweet.
So I thought of Dogma, where God goes, to New Jersey to play skee ball.
Right.
And I was like, what if she was? But now she's in a Florida prison or jail on $25,000 bail for brandishing and assault without the intent to kill.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was
All right.
in the package?
Right. What was
Right.
in the package?
They did not specify. I think it was just a random one. that
He like-
to appease her, to appease God. It was a sacrifice,
Okay.
Aw.
so he could get away.
And he ran, right?
Oh, he ran.
Ran, just turning.
because I guess
hauled
he
ass.
didn't believe it was a toy gun.
Wow.
I doubt it was like a Nerf gun. I think it was more of a realistic looking.
Like a BB gun or a pellet gun or something.
Yeah, airsoft or
Huh.
something of that nature. But to have the balls to escape on a tricycle, then when
I
the
mean,
cops show up, you're just
if
like,
you're
"I'm
God,
God."
I mean, why wouldn't you see what you could get away with?
If you were God, would you really just like give up to the cops, or would you just be like, "Hey, check out this neat trick"?
Anybody got any water?
Those monkeys now have herpes.
Anybody got holy water?
There you go.
Right.
Whatever you do, don't go to this island.
With a snap of my fingers.
Or maybe that's the plague that gets cast.
That's possible. There's options, man.
I mean, it's a weird one, but, you know.
Weird flex.
You're right.
Holy cow.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen quite a few videos lately of people like stopping traffic, and they got all these crazy things that they're saying.
Yeah.
And the one lady was like shaking, and I think that the semi-driver's like, he's doing this with his phone, recording right in her face, and she's going on and on about repenting and just like this whole. Remember the old school where the guy was on the corner with the sign,
signs,
right?
yeah.
The end is coming and stuff. And now they're out in the middle of traffic, dressed like normal people. They're just going
watched
on
one.
and on.
The guy was not close enough to hear what the person was yelling out in the street, but they were going on and on about something, and then stepped in front of a car, and the car was not stopping.
Funk.
Yeah, they
Right.
learned something that day, I hope.
Wow.
If you're going to play in traffic, bad things happen.
It's got to be drugs, right?
You would think.
It's got to be.
Something in the water.
think-
People are just on some crazy shit, man. To go out in public like that, stopping traffic. Everybody's
Them
going to
bath salts are
videotape.
crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Right, well,
They're not going to stop and be like,
They're
maybe
not
you should get on the
eating
side of the
faces.
road. And they're
Right.
like, YouTube.
Well, I saw one. The lady tried to steal somebody's car. They drug her out. She ran, stopped traffic, tried to steal another car. Finally, some guy
Oh,
tackled her. Just plow, knocked her down. They drug her ass off to the sidewalk until the cops got there. She was screaming, going on. Woo. I don't know.
People or something.
What about the McDonald's videos?
Oh, man.
All these people assaulting the workers at McDonald's. Have you
Yeah.
seen these videos?
And no one steps in. They just record it.
Yeah, everybody just steps back and turns their phones on.
Yeah.
That,
Like, there
the
was-
most recent one, that guy reaches across and grabs that chick by the shirt,
Oh,
and
man.
she whoops his ass.
She was having none of it. She threw her fucking fist
Good
quick.
for her.
Yeah, she was
Right?
throwing knuckles.
It stunned
man.
that guy, and he's just like, I want to talk to the manager.
Bitch, I am the manager.
Well,
You're
he-
going to
he-
get fired.
he
She's like,
came
bitch, you
after
hit me
her.
first.
He did too. He grabbed
Yeah.
her by the shirt and like pulled her, and she didn't waste no time. Just start swinging. Boom.
Self-defense.
Good.
Right?
At least they got that on camera.
Yep.
Oh, man.
From different angles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can clearly see
Everything's
here.
recorded nowadays.
Do you know what
It
the guy
is.
was upset about?
What?
Straws.
Yeah.
No straws in the lobby.
Wow, so
Yes.
that made him so
Straws.
mad.
Was this
Mhm.
in California? When?
No, it was Florida.
Oh, well. I know it's a big thing with straws in
Surprise.
California,
Yeah.
so.
He was so upset that he
Oh,
couldn't
yes.
find a straw in the lobby, and she was like, "Sir, it's the law. We can't do that now."
Yeah.
And he flipped out and grabbed her.
Oh, man. She unloaded on that
Yep.
guy.
Wow.
Wrong move.
Good for her.
Like, her manager came up and, like, grabbed her and, like, carried her away. And then she came back, and the guy was like, I'm going to get you fired. She's like, bitch, started clapping her hands and yelling at him. I think that's kind of degrading when, like, people, like, clap their hands at you while they're yelling. It's like, damn, they think they're a child. Look at them.
There's so many videos out now of people freaking out in public over all kinds of crazy
Now-
stuff.
So do you... Go
No,
ahead.
no, I think we're on the same boat here.
We might be.
Yeah, after you.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
So do you think that all this crazy shit went on
There you
back
go.
when we were little, but it wasn't as...
Accessible.
Visualized
Or-
because
yeah,
there
yeah.
wasn't no social
Right.
media.
Yeah.
Because, like, we always say it was never like this back in whatever.
Or
Yeah, but
fucking was it?
I tend
Or-
to think
yeah.
it wasn't.
No,
Not like
I don't
that.
think it was either.
Probably not to
I
this
think
degree.
people had more respect for other people when
Yeah.
we were younger.
That, and I think a lot of people now are doing it because they know somebody's going to the video
record
you.
it.
Yeah,
Somebody's
And they'll
gonna
get their
watch
15
it.
minutes.
right.
Oh,
You-
yeah.
They're
If
15
you go
minutes long.
viral, even if you're the aggressor, you're still going
Yeah.
viral, and
Right.
So I do think people have a tendency to want to be videoed, and they go a little overboard.
I
Sure.
do not.
You know what I love to watch? You know those stupid-ass YouTubers that prank people in the wrong neighborhoods?
Oh yeah.
And then almost get shot or killed?
Mm-hmm.
And they're just like, it's just a prank as they're running away. I
Mhm.
watched one the other day. This guy was in, like, white scrubs, I guess is the best thing, kind of like he was a mental patient.
Okay.
And he's standing in the corner of an elevator, just staring into a corner. I think it was in a parking unit. And this lady gets on and looks at him and kind of just, like, goes over by all the buttons.
The other corner.
Yeah, just like, okay, that guy's weird. And then the guy starts, like, shaking and, like, saying shit. Like, then he turns and, like, he's going to charge her. And she goes, mace! Right in his eyes. And he's like, oh, my God, it's a prank! It's like, that's not a fucking
That's
prank.
not a
Not a
prank.
good
That's
one.
not funny.
She gets off at, like, the first exit. Elevator goes up. Door opens. The two other friends of his walk in. And he's like, she maced me. And they're all like, but it's a prank.
I've seen the ones in the
Trick or treat.
elevators. Yeah, where they're just straight up like the ninja ones. And they're playing Mortal Kombat. And the people are scared at first, and then they just stop.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fun.
Did you see the one the guy walks up and cuts people's headphone cords?
Oh,
They're like on,
yeah.
there, with their phone in their hand, and he walks
Yeah.
up and he grabs it and just cuts it with scissors and starts
That's-
running.
That's a reason to be mad, though.
Right,
Yeah, you
but I
gotta
mean,
fucking run.
people
Yeah.
are like, before they even know what happened, the
it's-
guy's 150 yards away. He's just fucking.
God.
Or like
you
if
know.
somebody's about to light a cigarette, he'll
Oh,
walk
and they
by
cut
and
'em.
cut it.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't give him a second to be mad. He just takes off.
Some of them get caught, and they get assaulted.
Yeah.
But then they're like,
Wouldn't
it's just a
blame 'em.
prank.
Or the dudes that hang out in the parking garages dressed like clowns.
Oh.
You know, and they'll start walking towards a group of
Hell
people
no.
all slow, and the one guy pulls a
Run.
gun out, and they're like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa!
Yeah.
Mask come off. We're sorry."
It's just a joke. And the guy with the gun's like, no, not now.
No. No.
Nobody's laughing, son.
Do you remember, it was 2016 when everyone dressed like clowns?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No one talks about that anymore.
Nope.
Nope. Old news.
Weren't they like hanging out in cemeteries and shit?
Everywhere.
Just
It was like,
People were calling in for clowns walking down the street by schools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking out about it.
down the like people would like be outside other people's houses, like holding balloons, just staring at houses and shit. They would show up like randomly. Like there was one video of a guy dressed up as a clown got ran over.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like a state park. These guys went there for whatever reason, either to smoke or what have you. And this guy walked out of the woods as a clown and started running towards the car. And the guy was like, "Nope!" He fucking put it in drive and fucking pow.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Another guy got out with a crowbar, and the other guy's, "It was just a prank." The guy's like, "Fuck you, man." Got back in the car and they drove off.
I wonder if like the clown videos didn't get enough traction, so somebody somewhere was like, "Quick, eat a Tide Pod."
Oh my god.
Oh, what's that movie you just watched on Netflix?
Bird Box?
Yeah, there's a Bird Box.
Oh yeah, I guess
There is.
Netflix had to issue a statement to
Yeah.
tell people not to do
it,
this.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
To do. Well, I haven't watched it.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't
tell
watched it
in-
either.
spoiler alert.
Yeah. What
I mean,
what
You
is
don't
this
have to go into
Bird
great
Box?
detail.
Sandra Bullock's in it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And they wear
And John Malkovich.
Oh,
Actually.
that was
all right.
surprising.
All right.
Yeah.
Plays a really good asshole. I love it.
They have to wear like
Blindfolds.
blindfolds.
Because whatever it is,
Creature.
once you look at it, either shows you like your biggest sadness or your biggest fear or something like that, and then you want to kill yourself. Like one lady was seeing her dead mother, and she sat inside a burning car. Spoiler alert. But so if you don't look at it, so they wear blindfolds so they can't see and get all freaked out, and yeah.
So.
She's got to like row a boat and drive a
Well,
car and like there's all these
there's a-
steps, right?
Well,
Wait, is that what this new channel? Like they're afraid
People are
gonna
doing
start
shit
doing
blindfold.
Right.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, they are.
blindfolded.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Like,
That's why I've been seeing all the memes.
Yeah.
About that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been.
I mean,
seeing
some of them are
that,
pretty
but,
funny.
Like, they are.
Makes
They are
sense,
funny,
though.
and I haven't even watched it. But
Right. But yeah, the basis is like it
People are
starts
so
happening and it's a
stupid.
big old ordeal, and they hole up in this house for a couple of weeks or whatever, and then eventually they hear talk on a radio over like a sanctuary, and so they eventually make their way to the sanctuary.
Wow.
Way to spoil it.
Okay, so anyways, aside from that, the people on the internet are now doing everything blindfolded, driving cars,
Right.
rowing boats.
Well, in the movie, they totally, to get to like a store for food and stuff, they blacked out a car, like all the windows and everything, and just drove by GPS.
And they don't crash into shit.
I mean, there were some speed bumps, you know.
Oh,
But, yeah.
other people blindfolded are like, "What's that noise?" Merp, merp.
Well, yeah. But
Oh, Pet Cemetery.
Aw.
Was it a good movie?
it was good. The ending was different than how I thought it. That's how it should have ended. But like, I guess the lead up there, it was a good movie though.
Was it like watching that movie with by Shyamalan with Mark Wahlberg,
Oh,
where
with
the
the
plants are
plants kill
killing people,
everybody?
where you get to the
The
end, and you're like,
Happening?
what?
Wasn't it that?
No.
I don't.
No.
I
Okay.
can't say that I've seen it.
You missed that one.
I must have.
Was that me or you?
It wasn't me.
No, it was me.
This new table, it really defines the
Amplifies it.
phone. Yeah.
You're welcome.
That's the new internet challenge, huh?
Till Tide Pods re-evaluate their formula.
Well, maybe after tonight it'll be trips to Herb Island.
Yeah, that should be the next challenge. If you're in Florida and
Who can
listening,
make it out alive?
yeah.
You want a thinning of the herd. There you go.
So what you do is take an item, right? It's called geocaching.
No, those fucking painted rocks.
There you go. Place a painted rock on Herb Island.
Take a picture.
Yep. Someone's going to start a Facebook group, right? Hopefully.
Come on.
And they're going to post a picture.
I'm already doing it.
Hint, hint.
Post a picture of like some sort of spider monkey painted on a rock, right? And they're like, all right, it's right here on Herb Island. Go get it. But you have to leave something else or add to it, like a little rocks shrine.
Oh, yeah, like those stacked rocks.
Yeah, there you go. Internet craze 2019.
Trademark.
Ooh.
Hashtag.
Hashtag.
Hashtag Herb Island.
Gross.
Go back to your home on Herb Island.
The next time some random person's like, hey, how's it going? Be like, oh, are you from Herb Island?
What?
What?
Why don't you Google that?
What about macaque?
Wait, yeah. I was gonna say I don't know about Googling Herb Island. That might be a bad idea.
You might get some
Probably.
interesting fucking links.
Whatever it is, I guaranteed it's produced by MTV. That's what's happening there.
Which one?
Or, yeah,
Where are they
VH1.
now?
There you go.
Answer, Herb Island.
Terrible.
It's so terrible.
It's fun though, isn't it?
It is. Gets the brain moving.
A little bit.
Yeah. You brought some topics, didn't you?
I saved some articles. Some of them I read.
Some of them I perused.
Yeah, you know.
Skimmed over.
Is there anything good?
That's a good question.
I'll give you a list.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
It's not like a very long list. Or, I mean, did you watch that video that I sent to you and to John?
I didn't. I'm
You're gonna have
sorry.
to narrow that down.
When I got a new phone, I lost all the text threads. So,
It was through Facebook Messenger.
oh well, then I probably still have it.
Probably.
Let's see.
I may or may not have watched it.
Because when you started talking about the monkeys, 'cause
Yeah.
it's
What if it was the same one?
well, that's what I asked you, and you're like, I don't know.
Probably because I didn't watch your shitty video.
Now he admits it.
Guess what?
Oh, I might
biatch?
have, but I don't know. I don't
Oh.
know. You sent me a lot of shit.
So just because we're girls and we don't have macaque, there was.
Oh, there's music.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it down. Sorry.
No,
Oh,
you're
okay.
good. I don't know if I should talk about this while you're watching that, but
That's all right. Go ahead.
so it was this article. Oh, that's not the right.
Oh,
one,
with the.
but
I've seen that video that you sent. It's like
motherfucker.
it's like the alien,
yes.
some sort of primate.
Because
They don't know exactly what
you
they are.
commented on it.
Yeah.
But it's like a private island or something. So
Well,
when you were like,
somebody bought the island and made it a
Right.
no-go zone.
Oh.
But they're creepishly human looking. They don't look like any.
oh, it's so weird.
Yeah.
Is that what you're watching?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll pass
You
it
can-
around. They look.
Yeah.
It looks kind of phony, like a movie type thing.
Yeah, it gives me the vibe of the mermaid videos where everybody's like,
Yeah.
"We caught a mermaid," but it was obviously not a mermaid.
I'm going to wait till they're done. 'cause
Okay.
They look like.
I like how Brittany's like squinting to see it. Like, oh, I don't need glasses. We're fine.
I trusted my eyes to Dr. Armani.
So did I.
Plug.
It's a worthwhile investment, folks. Oh, look.
Because your lighter fluid is so stupid.
It's not mine anymore.
Nope.
It's mine.
It's all mine.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't-
It's
they-
empty. You need a new one, by the
They
way.
kind of look like monkeys, a little
It's-
bit.
When I seen
It's
it, I was
questionable.
In suits is what it looks
Yeah,
like.
it looks kind of fake. Because they don't really
I
get a
mean-
good shot of them.
Not at all. And yeah.
And it's 2019.
How do you not?
Your
I kinda feel
camera
like that
phone
is
can
like-
do some better work. than
Right.
what
Right,
we're
zoom
seeing.
in.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like that's the mermaid video. Where it's
Right.
like, this is real.
Yeah.
Possible, yeah.
well, it was interesting
That,
nonetheless.
no, they look like
Yeah.
big naked people.
So, big naked people. So I read this article about a man who had 5 people pay $250 a plate.
Oh.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, you told me about this earlier.
To eat his genitals, his cooked genitals.
What?
Yeah. 5 people paid $250 a plate for artist Mayo Sugiyama's genitals.
Wait.
People
he-
paid money to be a cannibal.
Right, and eat his
Junk.
his whole junk.
He did this in the name of art?
Yeah.
No, it was to promote his asexuality or whatever.
So he saved it.
Oh yeah, so he was getting rid of it anyways.
Right. He had the
Okay.
surgery and got rid of it.
He
Yeah.
only
Still not
charged
cool.
$250 a plate.
For
You need
5
to charge
people, though.
more.
He's got to
No,
get his
I
money
would
back
charge
from that
more.
surgery.
That's like $1,000.
Right.
I mean, come on.
You think your junk would be
a
worth
little
more
bit
than
more?
that.
Apparently,
Yeah.
he didn't value it that
I mean,
well.
if he's, what did you say he was?
Asexual.
A musician.
Artist.
Yeah, he's an artist.
Artist.
For sure.
If he was a musician, he probably
Yeah.
needed.
Yeah.
He held a banquet with musical entertainment.
So he spent the money they paid
Oh,
to
yeah.
be there.
Pretty much
Pretty
to host
much.
the party.
It was kind of like a
Gotta
free,
pay those
a meal and a
caterers.
show.
Oh.
Yeah. It says the main course, which is dinner is served.
Oh, jeez.
And it was served with a button mushroom garnish.
Badoomts.
So you're gonna serve mushrooms with it.
Yeah, there's a picture if you
Why
want.
wouldn't you?
Ew.
Okay, so this is
He is an artist.
that's
thank
the picture of the guy,
Okay.
or less than guy now.
Right.
You. That eunuch.
Let's see.
I'm so confused.
He had people sign a waiver stating he wasn't responsible if they got sick off of his
Okay.
air quote
At
meal.
least he was smart.
Right.
Disclaimer, I just got back from Herp Island.
It did say that he had gone on a 1-month sex binge for the before the operation to make sure he wouldn't regret it.
Oh, that's so
Which, I mean, you don't want to have regrets, I guess.
No.
But yeah.
A
He was-
month?
He was
You better
tested
give me like
after
4 years.
He was,
John's like, I'm 96 now. I guess I'll finally go on with that art
right, go
project
ahead
I've
and
been
take it.
bragging about.
yeah, so he got tested though after, and he was free from all venereal diseases.
After the dinner?
No, after the sex binge.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I was going to be like, oh, that's not the best time to.
That's why he had him sign a waiver.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's, all right. Isn't cannibalism like illegal everywhere? In most
I'm not
civilized
current
society?
on those kind of laws.
Like, where did he have?
Not if you saute it first, I guess. I don't know.
I mean,
In the name of art, all
Right.
things are available, I guess.
so he seasoned and braised the genitals himself.
Hot.
Yes.
Yeah.
On a portable gas cartridge burner.
A Foreman grill.
It's so lean though.
That
It's
was a
so
Foreman
lean.
grill. Right.
All the fat just drips right off.
You know how people say bacon grease?
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
So 5 diners paid $250 a plate for this special meal.
Special.
While other attendees, there was like
Got to
70
watch?
70 other attendees, yep. They ate
no.
beef and crocodile meat.
I think that was a better bet.
I would, yeah.
I mean, it's like going to a wedding and you got like chicken or fish.
I gotta watch my comments. So, let's see. There's photos of the prepared meal. It's sliced penis,
Oh, my goodness.
a sliced testicle,
Oh, Jesus.
and scrotal skin.
Oh, come on.
With,
Sauteed with
no,
mushrooms.
wait. With 3 millimeters of pubic hair.
Oh, my
Oh.
goodness. Where was this story out of?
Oh, hold on. For garnish, it was parsley and a button mushrooms.
Oh.
Let's see. Where does
I
it say?
just
Where
like that they're mushrooms. Fitting.
What do you think Gordon Ramsay would have said?
About how
I don't know,
undercooked
but
it
I
is.
want.
Ooh. You should send him that on Twitter.
Hashtag.
Definitely, yeah. Tag him on Twitter and
Rate
that.
This meal.
Because people do that. People like take a picture of their grilled cheese and be like, "What do you think, Gordon?" And he'll respond.
Oh, he
He
does.
It's fucking internet.
Is he
gold.
better than Wendy's Twitter account, you think?
It's on par.
Okay. All right.
Wendy's is not to be fucked with.
Right.
Wendy's is good.
Hooters tried them here recently, and it didn't work out.
I was gonna say it didn't.
It
end
was
well.
one response, and it was done. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick while Jess is looking up where that art installation was.
Well, it's held at an event space in the Sugunami ward of Tokyo.
There you go.
Okay. All right.
I mean, it's not cat, but
I was just gonna say that.
Oh.
it'll do at a pinch. Yeah. So I thought that was kind of
5 diners?
yeah.
Only 5.
But there
It
were
wasn't
70
enough
other
for more.
attendees. He's like, we can stretch it to 5 people,
That's why
right?
all that other shit was included.
Can you though?
Well, I mean, if it's sliced,
Is it?
put it on a Ritz cracker, and there you go.
I'm literally visualizing. It's in my
Oh,
head.
do you want to
Yeah,
see
I
the
wanna
picture?
What, like a
I wanna see a
Lunchable?
picture. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Like, how are you doing this?
Lunchable.
Yeah.
They are now passing around a picture on the phone of this person's.
Dinner
I
of
bet
choice.
Lorena Bobbitt's like, God damn, why didn't I do that? $250 a plate. Back then, that would have went a long way. It's actually really gross looking.
This guy, I gotta look.
You have to.
Yeah, I gotta see what's going on here. What the?
Oh,
It
yeah.
doesn't look like it doesn't
Appetizing?
even look like
No.
good pieces of food.
No.
Like,
I'm like,
you didn't even cook that
Like
shit
they
right.
tried
What
to.
the
It
hell?
looks like they tried to fry the first one,
Yeah. Gross.
like a Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's what it kind of looks like, except cut open.
bread that shit and then slice it.
Too raw on the inside.
It's still pink in the middle.
Oh,
Oh,
I just shut it off.
that was wise. That was,
I wasn't sure what I was
you
looking
zoomed
at.
in.
Well, I was trying to see what I was looking at.
Uh-huh.
Nothing looks like.
You think it should?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
I
want to know,
don't-
why
I
would
don't-
you leave the pubic hair? Like, why?
I
Do you
don't
want to
know.
pull it out of your mouth?
No, when I get food, when I get hair in my food, I'm like, nope, done.
you got
Even if
something-
it's the first bite, I'm like, nope.
You got something stuck in your teeth there.
I don't care
Oh.
whose it is. No.
Well, these people had to be informed what they were eating before they signed
Well,
up
yeah.
to pay
They paid
$250
for it.
bucks,
Well, it
right?
says-
I mean,
Yeah.
It
It signed
says
a
un-
waiver, you know.
Yeah.
It's-
Unfortunately,
I would have went
for
with the alligator
diners,
meat.
the meal was underwhelming. With some,
Story of his life.
with
guy.
some describing the penis as having a rubbery texture and a bland taste.
He didn't season it enough.
No.
Gonna get Colonel Sanders on the phone next time, buddy.
And
More
then
salt.
he later said the chef didn't cook it right. What a
always
but
always
he
blame the
cooked-
chef.
But he cooked it
should-
himself.
He
Yeah.
knows how it should be cooked.
It was
then.
the
No,
lighting.
It
The
said
lighting
he cooked
made
it himself.
That
Says-
Foreman grill only heats up so much. I mean,
Oh, the fat dripped right
They were
out
like,
of
it was a very small meal.
Said, what a waste of perfectly good penis.
Oh, jeez.
Penis is pretty tough and needs to be slow cooked, either sous vide
That shouldn't even
Vid?
be a comment.
or in a
Yeah.
braise.
That shouldn't even be a comment.
Yeah.
like that there was like a fucking food reviewer.
Like you should know. You should know.
One
what that
star.
tastes like.
People
This place is
eat-
horrible.
People eat animal genitals.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
Rocky Mountain oysters
That's
are a
right.
thing.
But it couldn't be like a person. You know what I mean?
No, it shouldn't be a
That's
person.
Sweet
exactly.
bread. Sweetbreads.
Sweetbreads,
You should
yeah,
know
those are
how
brain.
those should be cooked.
What is it? It's brain.
Yeah, sweetbreads. Did you ever go to a
the brain of what?
usually either cow or lamb,
Okay.
goat, but it's mainly cow because they use every part. You can get tongue,
There was
like any taqueria. I don't know.
I
if
don't
I'm
know how you
saying
could
that
eat a
right.
tongue.
It's all muscle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You'd be chewing on it.
it'd probably be chewy.
Yeah.
Oh God, was it you or Aaron that sent the squid thing?
Aaron.
You elaborated on.
I
it, though.
did. I went a little
You-
deeper.
yeah.
I was like, hey, guess what?
You jumped on that bus and took it down the street.
You want to talk about that in a minute?
You can bring
well,
that up.
I was going to tell you about the legal ramifications of this meal.
All 5 people were arrested for cannibalism.
Well, the guy had made a joke that removing his genitals lowered his chances of him ever being charged with indecent exposure. But unfortunately for him,
Was that meal indecent?
the
exposure?
banquet itself was just that.
Ah.
Yeah, 'cause
So-
he had to prove it was what he was serving, right? Did he have to show everybody, like, look,
Like
you know?
the before and after.
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't go on to say
You ever
about
see
all
the
that.
show Chopped? What's in the basket?
No, Cutthroat
Making
Kitchen.
sure it's
Oh.
Gross.
Many concerned citizens complained to the police there, and many of the residents expressed a sense of discomfort and feeling apprehension over this.
No.
Imagine that 911 call.
So
You're
guess-
never going to guess what they're eating next door.
Right.
And we don't like it.
Penis over here.
human penis.
Right. Human. Specify that, please.
Human.
Yeah. The district public prosecutors over there received criminal papers against him and 3 others involved in the organization of the event.
Oh,
That will happen.
he had help.
Right.
They should be
He hired
closed down.
help.
So yeah.
Do you think when everybody gathered together, he was probably like, you probably think that I'm really hairy, but no.
It's
Clean shaven.
It's only 3 millimeters.
So before you get into the squid one, I'll give you a minute to
Okay.
look that
Prepare
up. Yeah.
mentally.
So apparently, January 4th is National Roast Day. So Wendy's went to Twitter and said, "It's go time. You want to roast? Let's go." And Butterfingers went, "Come at us." So Wendy's response: "Sorry for always trading you for something better on Halloween."
Ouch.
Spalding, who makes basketballs and such, says, "Let's ball. Shoot your shot." Wendy's: "Tom Hanks should have left you on the island."
Oh, that was good.
Damn, that's good.
Wendy's does not fuck around.
Whoever
on
that
Twitter.
person is,
Oh, they
They're
deserve.
wild.
raise.
Hopefully, they're
think
making
yeah.
$1 million a year. Something ridiculous.
Paid vacations.
Oh, they work from home clearly, but
Clearly.
Sit around and think about things all day.
they're probably
your
playing video
pajamas.
games. They get a notification, be like, "All right, fuck you, oh right of potatoes." Who said, "Hey, Wendy's, hit us with your best tot." Wendy's: "The freezer burn you collect when everyone forgets about you isn't enough."
Oh.
Damn, that's good. Wow.
It's good because it's true.
It is so true.
It's like multiple levels of burn.
You're like, damn, I did have tots back there.
I wish I knew that last Tuesday. I99Radio. "Roast us, Wendy's. You won't. Give me a minute. We're looking for a better station."
Oh.
Ooh, corn nuts. "Light my nuts on fire." Wendy's: "For when you wished your popcorn had the texture of gravel." Hopeless Records. "Roast us, Wendy's. Literally don't have enough eyeliner for that one right now."
I wish I would have known about this.
Oh,
I would have hit him up.
we'll prepare for next year.
Yeah, for sure. We should just do it anyway on like some random day.
Man, I don't know if I have the balls for that.
We'll just send them a picture of me with the afro.
Oh, there you go.
See what they come up with.
The roast me paper in the hair.
I'm trying to find a Hooters. Yeah, that's the one I was looking for. Hooters responds with, "What you got?" Wendy's: "Uniforms our employees can wear in the winter."
Nice.
You don't fuck with Wendy's on the Twitter.
No.
No.
No, please don't.
Be warned.
You have been warned, folks. Wendy's does not mess around on the old Twitter.
We got a giggle convention.
I know,
going on.
something's going on over here.
What in the actual fuck?
Wow, you're red.
Wait, let me see. I didn't get to see the whole
I'm
thing.
cackling now.
It's so bad.
Oh, that's gross.
gnarly.
Do I wanna-
Yeah, you want
Yeah,
to see
you
it.
do.
It's fucking hilarious.
Of course you do.
Brittney.
No, keep looking. And he is.
That's so bad.
Oh my goodness.
My eyes hurt.
Why do you have that on your phone?
It was sent to me through text.
You sent it to me.
Luke's going to love that.
Will you send it to me?
Here comes Luke.
Oh, that's funny.
Incoming.
Oh, shit.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
What were you looking up?
So,
I
Aaron.
don't remember.
Oh, I do.
The squid video.
Oh,
Well, it's
yeah,
not a
yeah.
video.
Oh.
There's no video.
Okay, it was just
And
story.
you're not going to be disappointed that there's not a video. Yeah, so we follow this page on Instagram called 8Fact. And it has like random facts. And sometimes you're like, ooh, that's kind of good to know. And sometimes you're like, why do I want to know this?
Right.
Aaron being Aaron, I guess, whatever. So the 8Fact of that day was,
I think he was trying to warn us.
I mean, I don't eat squid, so it's not a big deal.
Well, now you won't.
I didn't before, so is what it is. So it says, even after dying and being cooked, squid will try to impregnate anything they can, including the mouth of the person eating them.
Getting that tongue, boys.
I'm really glad there's not a video. You're right.
So I
Yeah.
call him like I see him.
Yeah.
So then I'm on the Facebook,
Of course.
as most of us are, and I follow a page called IF Science. I fucking love science.
It's a wonderful
Good
page.
page.
Oh, it's such a good page. So there was an article that a woman's tongue gets inseminated by squid after eating undercooked seafood. This is in South Korea, by the way.
Gross.
Right.
I like your face, Jeannie.
Thank you.
You look so disgusted. You're just like, what the fuck?
trying to think of how that would happen.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was undercooked,
I don't have words.
so
I just have faces.
and if they always try to impregnate, like,
So they punctured a hole in her tongue? Or?
well,
yeah,
it says
when it's dead, I'm not.
well, it was undercooked, so it might not have been
I
all
was
the
saying,
way.
was-
it might have latched onto like the side or bottom
Even
bottom
after
part.
it's
of it.
dead, it still wiggles around. Like
Right.
you can look up videos of
Well,
like
it's
them
nerves
cook-
and stuff. I get
And it
that,
goes
but
for like
it's like a
hours.
spider.
Yeah,
But I don't.
touching
So-
all the candy.
It says doctors discovered 12 small, white, spindle-shaped bug-like sperm bags embedded in her tongue and her gums.
Did she feel them?
Hashtag got it.
This was one of the things that I did not read all the way through because I got there and I was like, yep,
Nope.
that's enough. So, but if you want to converse and share your feelings while I...
I don't
Nah.
eat seafood, so
Just good reason.
Right.
safe.
Watch out, Long John Silver's.
Those hush puppies, though.
Yay.
I don't even know what I'm gonna what to ask. I'm so
Well,
confused by how
It was from a Japanese flying squid, if that answers a question for you.
No.
No.
No, I'm
No, that didn't
Okay.
help.
I got nothing.
Well, it says rather foolishly, the woman had not removed the internal organs of the squid
Oh.
and proceeded to only parboil it for a few seconds before eating it. So
this is her fault.
basically, I
Clearly.
guess, yeah.
A,
She said
for trying to
still
eat.
gross.
Yeah.
As soon as she put
She
a piece
knew.
in her mouth, she felt
An
like many
explosion
bugs
over her
were
tongue.
biting her oral mucosa. She experienced several sharp pains. Shovels.
She experienced shovels
Yeah,
in her mouth.
Tiny ones. It was crazy.
Several of them.
And spat out the
they were
entire
digging in her tongue. Shit.
Like
She's-
mining.
She spit. She didn't even swallow.
Those wily South Koreans.
I'm telling you. Even after she spit her meal, she could still feel it like squirming around in her mouth. Oh,
Hashtag it
well,
How do you spell?
very carefully.
Does it go on to say if she was one of the 5 people that dined on Homeboy's genitalia a couple weeks
well,
later,
this was
or
in
what?
South Korea.
I mean, she
was
could
in-
Hey.
take
she
a
could have
trip,
traveled.
you know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a small trip.
Maybe that's how the end of the world starts.
I don't know. I'm betting on those hepatitis monkeys.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the monkeys.
I think they have better odds. Always play the odds.
And it says scientists are not sure how the spermatophores managed
Sounds-
to implant themselves in the woman's mouth.
They should watch an educational video.
It says in 2011, a 21-year-old woman in Japan suffered a similar experience after eating the sexual organs of a raw squid. Hello?
First
what do you
off,
think you're doing?
ladies should not be eating male squid, right? Practice safe eating.
We're going to practice safe eating for sure.
Make sure that you use condiments.
Sorry,
and
fellas.
Clearly, she's a texture person.
Clearly.
It's the texture.
It's all about feeling
Yeah.
when you're eating that squid. Remember,
No, go ahead.
I was going to say remember that, ladies, but
It says the right fourth arm of a mature male squid serves as the genital organs of the animal. Using this arm, the squid grabs the sperm bag that comes from its penis and presses it against the female's body.
there you go. That's for you later.
There you go. Smooth moves.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That was science, everybody.
There you go.
You're a little bit smarter now.
Like, here, feel this.
So,
So the next time you go to a Japanese restaurant, you're like, "Oh, you want to try the squid?" Be like, "I do not want the fourth right tentacle."
Please get rid of it, please.
Go
Cut
ahead
it
and
off.
chuck that in this fucking trash.
well, I'd like to transition real quick into the beer of the week.
That's a long
Do it.
transition. but
Because
okay.
I want to say that I don't know that I would have taken some of the stories that we've talked about tonight as well as I did without the beer.
I agree.
It helped. We were talking about dicing up genitalia and
Well,
monkeys with the herp here. It got a little dicey.
I wasn't going to bring that one up, but I
Sketchy.
figured.
Not
no,
so
it kind of
vague.
fit. It
Right.
fit the evening. Yes,
Yeah, it-
absolutely.
And then with the squid, it all.
It all came together. So, from Big Lake Brewing in Holland, Michigan, tonight we're trying Captain's Porter.
It's fitting.
Beer.
She wants to try it.
The captain's porter. It's got a
Not
picture of
There's another one on the table.
a ship wheel with the skull on it. We talked a lot about water tonight.
Yeah, it was very
kind of works.
aquatic evening.
I like that.
It's not bad. It's creamy, rich, and chocolatey, full-bodied porter.
I have to agree with that.
I would too. It's a 6.5.
That makes sense.
It's a good winter beer. You'd be okay in the fall too. I
Yeah.
would agree. Summertime, it might seem a little too heavy for.
Unless it's like a cool evening and,
Yeah.
you know.
These darker beers, I always just associate with shoveling snow. I go back to that. I can't
It still
help
blows
it.
my mind that I'd never even thought of that.
Yeah, I can't help myself.
That's fine.
That's what I go to with these beers. I just picture being outside, snow's falling.
Yeah.
It's one of them situations where you shovel and then you have to go back and shovel again because it just kept
So
snowing
much,
while
yeah.
you were doing it. Yeah.
How many times while shoveling snow do like each shovelful, then you get a drink, or do you space it out?
Or do you have a pocket with a straw system?
Oh
No, I usually just set the beer down in the snow,
Oh.
shovel for a little bit, go back and get it, set it in a different,
Okay, keep it moving.
yeah, nature's cooler.
I like it.
You know.
Nature's
Fair
cooler.
enough.
It works.
It does. I am still without the Untapped app. I have to download it because new phone problems
and all.
again. But I'm going to give it a 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah,
I'm
one-
gonna give it a 4.
A 4?
I am enjoying this.
I like it.
Yeah,
We have another drink in the house this evening
this is true.
from Oddside Ales. Jess brought over Wheater melon. Wheater melon. I got to give it a sip just to see what it tastes like because
Oh, mine's
I
pretty
kind of like watermelon, but
It
It's
had
a nice, smooth taste.
It had a little bit of Jolly Rancher hit to it.
wheat
To me.
beer brewed with watermelon.
It's not overly powering one way or the other. It's a nice, smooth drink.
This perfectly
Sweet.
balanced, refreshing wheat beer. Ooh, perfectly balanced.
And I have to say it is pretty perfectly balanced.
Okay.
Ooh, I get it.
I don't smell a whole lot of watermelon.
It's a bit strong.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
like
bad.
it on- I like
No.
it on some.
It's light. It's light. There's a hint of watermelon-y.
This feels like I should be in the middle of summer,
Yes.
camping
It's
or
like-
the block party, something like that, where we're
A
just
nice
all hanging out,
get-together.
grilling some food and throwing the beanbag game around there.
Yeah.
It's not too heavy.
No, no, not at all.
I could drink a couple of them and
I could muscle
Not feel
through
full.
one. That's probably it. Then I have to get something leaded.
It's only 5% too, so it's
Yeah.
not too bad.
It's not bad. Odd side coming through. It's definitely no Jared's mom. Mm-hmm.
well,
It has a nice taste.
not
to it.
bad.
Yeah.
This tastes like one of those flavored sparkling waters.
It's kind of like that a little bit.
That's
Yeah.
like just real light,
right,
Mainly the aftertaste is very carbonation.
right.
but
Yeah.
it's not
Carbonated.
bad carbonation.
No, it's not overpowering.
I don't know what I'd rate it. I might give it like a 2, 2.25. I'm not a big fan of
Yeah, I'd
like
say-
fruity beers, but it's not bad for
I'd say
what it is.
2.5
Yeah.
for that one.
I think I'd rate it a little higher just because it's not giving me heartburn.
True.
Good night for the beers.
The beers.
That's fine.
It's been a spectacular evening. We got like all kinds of new stuff in the studio here.
Yep.
Me and Jay just got back before we started the show from dropping off the money raised for the Project Scissorgate Foundation
Yes, we
to save and straighten the afro. We will be straightening the afro
Yay.
this week, so we'll be posting pictures to social media.
Do we have a set date?
Whatever works for everybody.
I think I'm more excited than John about this.
Everybody's
About
more
straightening
excited than me.
Yeah.
I'm excited to straighten it.
Oh,
I'm afraid you guys are going
I
to
just
just
wanna
fry my hair
play
out
with it.
and kill it.
What I
Once you
would
do
like,
that, you can't stop running. your
you don't
face
have
with
to
it.
do, but depending how it turns out, if you two can style your hair in the same way, because you have similar glasses.
see how alike we can look.
Yes.
I'm in.
You both put on like a black hoodie or something and just like twin the day away.
We can do that.
Okay.
Sorry, John.
Just for you. No,
After
just for you.
straighten it, make sure you try to deep condition it. It's gonna fry your hair.
Well, I don't want that. I want to make sure it goes curly
Damn it,
again.
Brittney.
I know,
No,
no.
no. Yeah,
No,
it
you
will.
can
It's
you can
just
put
a
stuff in it
straightener.
to save
No,
it.
Yeah.
you can. Yeah.
Oh,
Deep condition
straighten
after.
it. We'll take a couple pictures and
Yeah.
boom.
It'll go back curly. Just make sure you deep condition. It just helps it. The curls be healthy.
Oh, okay.
She's just concerned
Come on.
about the health of your hair.
I
do
got,
it
yeah,
every
you're
day, so-
expert
knows all
over
about
here
it,
on long curly hair, so that's natural too, right?
Yeah, I
We're in
don't-
the
I
same
don't
boat
put
here.
nothing in it,
Me
yeah.
neither. I just wash it.
Yeah, I finger comb it
Yeah.
in the shower, and that's it.
So we're gonna straighten it out, and then we're still raising money for Project Scissorgate. If anybody wants to play along and donate, every little bit counts. We
Going
appreciate
to
it.
A fantastic cause too.
Yep, we were actually informed this evening that the care packages
crazy.
are going out to the 2 newborns that were born. He didn't tell us where.
No, you didn't say.
They're
what.
they're here in the States.
Yeah.
We do know that, but we don't
Oh,
know
nice.
exactly where.
That's sweet.
Yeah, so we'll get that update. That'll be kind of cool to follow along with.
It's a cool feeling though that we're helping out.
That we're all helping out.
Yeah.
Anybody that donated and all
And if
that.
you want that cool feeling too,
Donate some money.
Yes.
even $1 doesn't matter. It all helps.
You can buy some of our merchandise off our website.
This is
A
true.
portion of the proceeds now go to Project Sistergate Foundation.
Very nice.
Yeah. We're attacking from all angles, folks. And we couldn't be happier. Things are in the works. We got big news coming for 2019. It's going to be exciting for us
Yes,
here
we
at the
do.
Corner House Chronicles. We're looking forward to it. We have big announcements coming.
Huge.
Huge.
I just want to rest my chin up.
They're cool, aren't they?
They are cool.
Yeah. We got
Dig-
I'm digging the colors.
Yes.
It's more fun.
I like the
festive.
versatility.
As you knock over a beer.
It's empty.
Now it is.
go sideways. You can, like, if you got really into your story, you can,
like, "Oh."
stand up and
Right,
do the whole
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Wave your arms.
Do the mics come out?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
You can walk around.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not very far, but
Probably not that far. No,
They're not wireless now. Come
Right.
on.
I mean,
we're not that fancy yet.
one day
We hope.
you guys will get there.
Believe it.
We're hoping that Patreon gets us there.
That and Squid Stories.
Wow.
And hurt monkeys.
Oh, of
And
course.
hurt
Yeah,
monkeys,
can't forget
yeah.
them.
The whole bit.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to forget them.
No.
No.
But as far as the Patreon is concerned, we want to say thank you to my mom,
the newest Patreon.
the newest
member.
Patreon member. We're up to 3 now.
Whoop.
So that's pretty
growing.
cool.
Isn't Luke another one?
He's the second.
He is indeed.
He was kind of sandwiched in there.
Yeah.
He got his shout out. Well, this is about the time of the night where we wrap things up. It's been a fun night.
Interesting.
Thank you, ladies, for
Yes.
coming on the show.
Yeah, the conversation
It was
kind of zigzagged through
Well,
Hasn't
weird
always done.
waters, but yeah, it's been fun.
We learned a lot
yes.
about
I know I
Squid.
did.
Yeah.
So many
Learn something new
questions.
every day.
Well, if that's the case, I'm good for a week. Because,
That was a whole lot of new.
yeah, a lot of things came.
Overwhelming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we want to thank you for coming on the show,
Anytime.
ladies. Again, Brittney, for the first time.
Yep,
Thank you. You're
anytime.
welcome back anytime you want to come back and hang out.
Yep.
If you got some cool stories to share.
Yeah. I'll come better prepared.
The first time's always the nervous
Yes.
time,
Yeah.
Dipping the toes in the
Yeah.
water.
Yep.
the icebreaker.
No one really knows what to expect at
Mm-hmm.
first.
No.
And this is what you guys got.
This is true.
We're good with it.
You're welcome.
I did want to mention, Jess came up with an idea for the Lampies 2019,
Oh, okay.
I did.
and she brought it with her.
It was an impulse buy, but
It was a solid buy.
it was a solid buy. I couldn't. I mean, it didn't have a price tag on it, but I carried it around. I'm like, well, let's just see how much it is, and I was like, yeah, we'll get it. So you guys are so into our Funko Pops with the pictures and stuff. The same company makes little arcade games, and the arcade game that I chose was Joust.
One of the best fucking games ever made.
Yes. So, and it actually works and it plays, and I mean, most of us had played it. Did you play it, Jeannie?
Not that.
I haven't yet either.
Oh, well.
She's like, no.
I'm gonna wait till we're done and then give it a go.
No, it's
No, it's
it's
already
all
playing.
fully powered. You just
Yeah,
hit the
okay.
on off. Yep. So I
Was
figured
it about like 8 inches, 9 inches? I don't even know math.
A little bigger in a beer can.
A little bit bigger than a beer. It's like
well,
a tall
probably
boy.
it's probably the same size as your.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I figured, being Funko Pop-ish, when your guests come, they can play the game. I guess we'll have to divvy up rules on like how long you can play it. Like, is it the duration of the show? Like, whatever. You can turn the sound off too, by the way. But
Fancy.
whoever will record the scores
Of each guest.
of each guest, whoever has the highest score naturally
Mm-hmm.
wins the Lampy.
I can dig it.
Good idea.
Any reason to give away another award, I'm in.
Oh,
so,
yeah. There
you go.
you sold me. You had me at hello. So we're
Hey.
good.
So that means all three of you ladies have to play,
Right.
and then we'll tally your scores.
I'll have to make a little page in my notebook here, and we'll keep
Yeah.
track of everybody's scores that comes through.
Gonna-
Now, does it have to be on the show, or can it just be visitors to the studio
I would say guests of
Yes.
the show.
on the show?
Yeah,
on the
Yes,
show.
they have
okay.
to-
Like a
Yeah.
Lampy, then.
Right.
Yeah. That's fair.
Participation is required.
Right.
On record.
On record, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, cool. We're in. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
It's
Thank
in a
you very
giving
much.
mood lately, huh?
It's the spirit of Christmas.
It's carrying over in 2019.
That's right. Here we come, season 2.
Mm-hmm. That'd probably be the best Lampy, too.
It's going to be one of the most sought after, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to win. I'm just going to predict that right now.
Well, you're not a guest.
Oh, ours don't
Oh,
count?
yeah.
I'm going to say ours
Well,
don't
see,
count.
that's what I mean. We're gonna have to come up.
I mean,
with,
can
like,
the
rules
host
and
really
regulations.
win the Lampies?
That's true.
It's not for us. We give them away.
Damn
sir.
it. How about we have a separate
Okay.
me, you, and Aaron,
All right.
There you go.
and then the winner of that will get not a Lampy, but just
Acknowledged.
gloating rights.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's fair.
Personal
Kind of like
pride.
fantasy football. you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. We're playing
We'll
for
set
something.
up like the winner gets something,
Mhm.
the loser has to do something.
Eat
or
squid.
Fuck that.
No.
I'm not participating.
No, I ain't playing
if
with
that's
that
the
one.
case.
It
Go
was-
capture a, herpy
Oh, a
monkey.
herp-
Nope.
That's
nope.
quite the endeavor.
Nope.
Get you some macaque.
Some infected macaque.
Sounds something off of Trailer
It's a
Park
baby
Boys.
puppy, I swear.
It's not a puppy. That was not a puppy.
It's a
I
puppy.
mean- Well,
Show him the picture.
Yeah, I'm out of.
It
Out of
probably
the
is.
loop.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but we're going to go ahead and while you're looking up your picture and passing it around, we're going to say,
Fuck
we want
you.
to remind.
it's a baby puppy.
All right, let me see.
Show John.
You can see the feet.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It's a baby. It is.
Oh my.
So my sister, my sister sent this in
Shout
a group
out.
text to me, my mom, and my other sister. And my mom responds right away with, "It has tiny feet."
See, that's not the first thing I noticed.
No,
No.
it's not the first thing you notice.
No.
That's why it's funny.
I'm so sidetracked now. I don't even know what to say.
You were repping it up.
I was wrapping it up. Yes.
Wrapping that puppy up.
Let's wrap this puppy up. Wow. I would say send that picture to Aaron and he could post on the page, but I don't even know that we want to do
No.
that. I know it's a puppy, and I know you're claiming it to be a puppy, but ooh.
It's little feet.
You
Yeah.
think it has
It's
feet.
not a
Yeah.
puppy, then there's something medically
Right.
Googly eyes. It has to be real.
Might want to
Yeah,
get that checked
it was
out.
medically wrong, so he hacked it off and sold it to 5 diners.
That was before the meal.
That's right. It had feet.
You asked for a before picture.
There
Yeah,
it is.
there you go.
Oh.
There it is.
You're welcome.
Oh my goodness. That was fresh off the trip to
Oh.
the Monkey Island. Phew. So yes, to all of our listeners, you can find this and other ridiculousness on all of our episodes on Spotify,
This is true.
Apple Podcast, was iHeartRadio. We're on that one, right?
We are on that one.
Yep. All the other podcast platforms you can find this stuff at. Oh my goodness. Woo!
Overcast. There's a bunch.
Overcast. They're everywhere. Our website, chcpodcast.com.
Check us out.
Yep. All the social medias, Facebook,
We're on it.
Twitter, Instagram,
Snapchat.
Snapchat, Untapped. The list goes on, folks.
We're out there.
And hopefully you
I'm
guys
loving
are
it.
hopefully you guys are digging our new promo exchange at the beginning of our episodes. We didn't really talk about that yet.
We kind of just slipped it in there.
Yeah, we're doing this thing with other podcasts where we're exchanging promos, and I thought we wrapped it up. Come on.
See what I did there?
Well, that's pretty
Bait and
cool.
switch.
Please, if you're into podcasts, check out these other ones that we're promoting at the beginning of our shows. They're all pretty
Please,
cool.
they were cool.
Yeah,
Good people.
we dig them.
Awesome shows.
Man, I wish we were live right now.
God.
I wish there was video of what's going on here with the ladies in the studio.
I like that Jeannie's covering her
It's
face.
always an
hiding-
adventure.
A minute
Trying
ago,
not to snort. I know that cover.
a minute ago, she was rubbing her cheeks. I guess she was laughing too
I
much.
sniffed the microphone.
You sniffed the microphone. Did it smell good?
It does. It's new.
It's got that new microphone smell.
Just caught me.
Oh,
You did.
Hey, Bob.
Wait, yeah. Go ahead, sniff yours.
I'm good.
Well,
You
All
never know
right.
what you're gonna get.
that right there is the wrap on episode
So-
63 right there. Sniffing microphones. Woo!
All right.
We invite you back, listeners. Come back next time.
Episode 65.
to the Corner House Chronicles, please.
We'll be there for you.
Who knows what you're going to get, but we'll be there.
You got no idea which.
Yeah.
No.
Strange times.
We dig them.
Ladies, thank you again.
You're very welcome.
And just remember, folks, it was a puppy.
It was a puppy.
It had little feet.
Did.
Might have been a naked mole rat.
And the hole goes deeper.
That's what she said.